So that was the take from the DA. I go to the FBI. The FBI opened up a case with Teresa Carlson. If you take a look, go ahead, Google Teresa Carlson, FBI, in Chicago. She took down 20 elected officials. Within a year or two in Milwaukee, if you look at her retirement record, she was immediately dismissed. So she never saw the complaint. I went to our senators. I went to Ron Johnson. I went to Paul Ryan. Ron Johnson actually wrote a letter. Everyone else just gave me a form letter, didn't respond at all. And one of the things that I found in the criminal complaint is, watch out, she's going to the press. Thanks, Ron. He did make sure that the U.S. Justice Department assigned it to the FBI, but then once again, all it takes is one phone call to the Milwaukee FBI, and Teresa Carlson didn't get it. So here we go. I have to submit my personal financial statements, which I do, and I am very sick. My lung tumors come back. I have to go back on heavy-duty medication, and I'm just wiped. I cannot tell you the personal and emotional stress, the physical damage that this did to me. To find out that the Sheriff's Department did not investigate, that they gave the documents right to the handwriting expert and then right back to the loan officer is a disgrace. Secondly, that my lawyers, and I think that they were coerced by the opposition or paid off, did not do discovery, did not ask for the jury trial, did not get me a payoff statement, and did not fight for value. Do want to say something about value. There's called Value Day. There was a judge by the name of Judge Snyder. You can Google this as well. He subbed in for value. He's a senior judge. I have two offers. Two-part offer, actually there was a three-part offer, but I bought the two parts for $4 million. And then the 1.2 for 50%, which I still own free and clear. And he said, we have to take a break. There's something that value shocks the court. Well, we take the break. They have their appraiser there ready to go on the stand. I had no idea appraisers were going to be there. He comes back from break, probably made a phone call to the other judge. He lets the sheriff's sale go through. That's shocking the court. The judgment, that's material fact that they laid their evidence on, it's 100% forged. At the Sheriff's Department, not only did they provide originals, they provided the copies. And there's so many things that were incorrect about this. The ink color over a 3-year span was the same for my signature, and they used the darker for the loan officer. The notarized version was on a separate page. Well, I hired my own handwriting expert. I did not attend for the viewing of the documents. He flew in, I believe it was from Washington. He agreed that it looked like my purported signatures, but that can happen with Photoshop and a copy and paste. What is very interesting about his report is they did not have the original mortgage, and you have to foreclose on an original mortgage. It was penciled over and copied. So the judge puts receivers on me one day after I get out of an emergency room for massive hip surgery. Receivers are additional lawyers that will suck all the equity out of you and put in tremendous pressure enough to make you die. The receivers had requested an additional $100,000 worth of attorney fees. They wanted the keys to my house and they wanted all the deeds to my land signed over to them for the $138,900. Remember the 1099-C? Judge didn't acknowledge it. I wonder if the IRS acknowledged it. I wonder how many people got credit for their 1099-Cs and why I didn't. This is discrimination. This is IRS tax evasion and abuse, among a variety of other things. It pushes me into Chapter 13, which is against my blueprint. You have a blueprint of how you act in life. You go to work, you pay your bills, you have a perfect credit report. It's horrible to go through a foreclosure. It's devastating. There's no late payments. I have all this interest, and that's what creates communities. You have a seller, you have a buyer, you have a plan that they feel, and we do all sorts of studies that this will work, that'll provide jobs, that'll enhance the community, but they're just dead set that women will not get ahead in business, and especially real estate development. I guess that number $4 or $6 million is just way too much. We'd run out of money, of course. Silicon Valley, that's nothing. No one would blink an eye. Again, I'm asking for help, financial help, and legal help. You can also email me at edgewoodrealty@aol.com. Edgewood is EDGEWOODRLTY@aol.com. So I have to file the most embarrassing Chapter 13 in federal court. I get 2 years to sell one of my parcels. What happens? The wetlands, which were illegally trenched, I got no police support in Muskego, were moved up and over the road, encompassing all of this land. So the planner is saying in emails, there's no road frontage, you can't build. Well, who's going to buy a piece of property for $1.5 million? Actually, I have the price down to $299. They don't buy it at all because the city and the county miraculously carries this 5 acres to the west, covers the road frontage, so technically you shouldn't be driving cars or trucks down Hillendale, you should be on a raft or in a boat. And the topography difference between the wetlands and the roadside is 9 feet. So what would this leave me? This would almost be deeper than Muskego Lake. I'd have a 9-foot pond there. It's fraud. It's manipulation. It's taking out my rights as a landowner just to sell land. Can you imagine that? People are going in to buy. I'm advertising like crazy. I'm trying to get this stupid, illegal, fraudulent judgment off of me. And I have the planner at the city telling all these buyers, cash buyers, that it's all wetland. There's no road frontage. That's another lie. On my children's trust land, they shouldn't have any school loans, which they do. On their trust land, the property was rezoned into 3 different categories. RRD 5, EA, Exclusive Ag, and Woodland Conservancy, without my notice, without a letter, without anything to me. This happened in the same county and is of counsel the same law firm. So they basically make it impossible for me to sell my land. Well, June 15th of this year comes around. I'm down to about 90 pounds. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I am an absolute wreck. I find out at the federal courthouse because my own lawyer did a terrible job on the 1099-C argument. He actually defended the other side. And I find out that there's a motion stapled to the back of what I signed, and then they put my signature behind that includes my homestead. I've had this house since I was 28 years old. I divorced my husband in 1997, bought him out. I had to buy him out of all of this corporate land. To attach someone's homestead should enact and trigger every single consumer and homestead law. Fair Debt, FDCPA, I'm going to get all the acronyms wrong now, but your homestead, I'm going to lose my home now. So I go into the judge in the federal court, I fire my lawyer, and I give him a slew of fraud. And one of the most damning things is I went from courthouse to courthouse. I found a woman, her estate was pillaged. Democrat judge. Another one, unsigned guarantee, $987,000 judgment. Unsigned guarantee, she drops dead. Her husband and children are carrying this judgment. Another woman, she won her case because she got an insider lawyer that said the bank is a city is a bank. They set her up to fail. They coerced her into using her IRAs and 401ks. Now what's her win? She got a credit on her 1099-C. Does she want to help me? No, because she doesn't want to have to take back that $200,000 and pay for it. She is making payments, and the city now owns her beautiful subdivision, which used to be her family farm. This is atrocious. It goes on and on, the way that women were treated. They had no women on the board until after their FDIC consent order, and now they only have 2. And I highly doubt if those women know the decisions that the municipal lawyers, in collusion with the bank, that the bank were setting women up to fail. Here's the thing. everybody. All lives matter. All lives matter. Women's lives matter. There were the first judges, the first doctors trying to break into an industry, and here we go. We have lawyers, judges, banks, keeping us out of an industry, stealing our land, stealing our IRAs, our 401ks, attaching judgments that are illegally gained. And I need your help. I'm asking for your help. Referrals, cash. You can call me, 414-640-0737. You're going to ask, do I have a nonprofit set up? No, I don't. I don't want to lose my other land. I have 2 daughters. I want justice. These people were elected and hired to do their job. These lawyers walked away with $20,000, $30,000, $35,000 in cash of my cash. I'm emptied out. Go back to 1.8 million. Go back to the fact that I'm missing half of my lung and now I'm living on disability. I had to give up my mortgage banker's license after I had it since 1995 as a loan originator. Think of that. Not only do they steal your land, they steal your opportunity. My 401ks, my IRAs, my daughter's trust land has liens on it. We have receivers on me. I counted at the courthouse. 21 lawyers against a single woman. 21 lawyers. You don't need that many lawyers unless you're really trying to hide something. So at this time, I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart, and for all the other women that have gone through this, please just give me a call or email me. Please. There's people out there that care, that have power, that want to see equal rights. EdgewoodRLTY@AOL.com. Thank you very much for your time. God bless and have a wonderful day. Thank you.